Today it is June 7th, 2019, and this is my update. It ain't pretty. No, this shit is pretty. Anyway, well, everybody knows I had my rotator cuff repair surgery. And I don't know the day of the week it was. I can't tell you, but for the past, I'd say, couple of months, when I walk any distance, I would be short of breath. Well, I thought it was just from being overweight, but I'm not that overweight. And then I started getting chest pains, and I thought that was due to heartburn. It wasn't heartburn. So anyway, 2 days before I did go to the hospital, or the day before I went to the hospital, all that day, I kept getting chest pains. And I'd sit up and take deep breaths, and it would just be a constant pain. And then after it lasted a few minutes, it would go away. And then I thought, okay, it's got to be, I must have acid reflux or an ulcer or something. So I was going to make an appointment to see well, not to see but to make an appointment with the gastrologist. Anyway, the day after that, which was the night I went to the hospital, which was when, honey?
Saturday night.
Okay, Saturday, what was the date? June 5th? 4th?
No, because
What was
I
it?
have to look it up on the calendar.
The second.
Okay, the 2nd.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm really bad at a lot of things, and
No, the first.
remembering dates is one of my. Okay, it was June 1st. I had 2 episodes. I had one in the early evening. It was probably about 6 o'clock. I got a chest pain, but it wasn't really as severe as. It was kind of like the others I had. It wasn't that bad, but it's enough. I've been worried, but not once ever did I associate this pain with my heart. Not once. So then, because of my rotator cuff surgery, I've been sleeping in my recliner, and I was asleep when this pain hit my chest, and I about dove out of that chair. It hurt so bad, and I sat on the edge of the chair, and my husband, he's been sleeping on the couch next to me because he does a lot to help me. And it was so bad, I woke him up. Now, for me to say I go to call 911 is bad. I'm a stubborn, this ain't no joke, I'm one of the stubborn fucking persons in the world. I'll be the first to admit that now. But anyway, I knew this was no joke. So he said, "You want me to call 911?" I said, "Well, wait a minute. Let me see if it goes away." It just got worse. So then I said, "Okay, call 911." Okay. So ambulance came. By the time the ambulance came, the pain was subsiding, which I was glad of. So they hooked me up to their EKG. Didn't show anything wrong. And actually, when John called 911, he told them over the phone. He said, "I think my wife's having a heart attack, and she's having severe chest pains." Okay. Once you say that, they have no choice but to take you to the hospital and check you. So that's what happened. We went to the hospital. They took me to the hospital. And, oh my God. The tests they did, they drew blood, I had to go down to the x-ray. They did EKGs, and it wasn't until when did they find that blood clot?
The very next day.
It was the next day. Okay, when I got to the emergency room, from that point on, never had one chest pain. That's my luck too. Is it's almost like something's really wrong, and then when professionals check me out, it's gone, and so they're like it's either in her head or or whatever. But the next day they took a sonogram, and there was on my upper heart there was a blockage in one of my major arteries. So they immediately got a hold of a cardiologist. He came in and did some more tests and told me that he wanted me to have an what's it called? Angiogram. I'm sorry. And now angiogram. A lot of you guys know what that is. They go up an artery either in your arm or your leg, your groin. They couldn't do it in my arm because I had my immobilizer from my surgery on one arm, and the other arm they didn't want to use it. So let me tell you, I had never in my life been so scared. So they admitted me to the hospital. They told me that I was going to have my angiogram on Tuesday morning at 7 o'clock. And that was the next day. When they admitted me, that was the next day. It was Tuesday. So I figured, okay, get it over with, right? So that evening, the doctor that did the angiogram came in and said, I'm sorry, I can't do your angiogram tomorrow, but I can do it Wednesday. But if you want, we can send you to Grafton, which is, I don't know, it's a little ways from here. They would have transported me by ambulance, and you can have the angiogram tomorrow, Tuesday. And I said, no, I'll wait one more day. I mean, all this time they had me on blood thinners through IVs, and so I thought, one more day is not going to matter. So I waited, and Wednesday morning came around, and I won't go into detail about my angiogram, but let me tell you, oh my God, that was so scary. Okay, now, even after my angiogram, I had no idea that I had a heart attack. No one said I had a heart attack until it was like the day after, right?
Yeah, it was.
Or was it the day of my angiogram? Yeah.
Yep.
And they said it was a mild heart attack. It wasn't like a major one. A major one probably would have killed me. So he said I had a mild heart attack. So in the angiogram, what they ended up doing was they put a stent honey, it wasn't a blood clot. It wasn't a blood clot up at the top of my artery that they had to get through. It was cholesterol.
It was a blood clot too.
It was a blood clot too. Well, it was also plaque. Both,
yeah.
Because they had to go up with and balloon it to make room for the mesh. It's a metal mesh that they put in to keep it open, and the one he put in me, in my heart, is it's got time release medication. And it's released every so often. And what it does is it makes that area of my arteries slick, so blood will flow right on through that mesh hole. It's like a little tube, only it's metal mesh. And that's only supposed to, medicine will be gone in 90 days, I think he said. So, after that, I thought a lot about everything. My life. There's several things that, when you're close to death, and it's weird, but I've been close to death several times. But this time, it was somehow different for me. So I knew, I know without a doubt, I just know that I had this heart attack because of my smoking. But I know it was more than that. It was more than my smoking. It was also, it was a few things that contributed to it. But the main thing was my smoking. So they gave me blood thinners, and I have to take blood thinners the rest of my life. And I think part of, and I never thought I would say this, but I think part of the reason I had a heart attack also was from that keto diet that I was on. And I was on the keto diet 8 straight months without cheating or anything. And when I told them up at the hospital, see, I've been off the keto for a few months. Because it just, I don't know, something told me. I mean, I don't know, maybe it was God told me to get off of it. I still eat right. I still watch, what I'm eating. But when up at the hospital, when I mentioned being on the keto, they said, oh no, oh God. Because a lot of people think, I did, I swore by the keto. But any kind of fat, don't matter what kind of fat, saturated fat, whatever, that can build on your heart. They can't. Your body it's gonna, if you have too much fat if you consume too much fat, it don't matter what fat, it's gonna fuck you up. Excuse my language, but anyway. Then they gave me breathing treatments, and I got to walk around, and for the first time, and I can't even remember when, because this has been gradually building up for months. It started just getting from my car to my apartment door. I'd be so out of breath, and it's like, why? There's got to be a reason why I'm so short of breath. I thought it was because, see, when I went on the keto, I lost over 40 pounds. Well, I put that 40 pounds back on in like 3 months. Okay. So in my mind, I thought, okay, well, I got fatter again, so that's why I'm breathless. So, like I said, I didn't even think it was my heart at all. So then it got to where I couldn't stand for a long period of time. I cook. I love to cook. So I'd be in the kitchen, and let's say I'd cook dinner. My computer right here, where I'm sitting right now, is only a few feet from my kitchen. Just a few feet. And I would be in the kitchen, and I'd be preparing dinner and then getting ready to cook it. As I'd say, every 5 minutes, I'd have to come over here and sit down. I'd have to sit down and catch my breath. And I wasn't doing shit, but just walking in the kitchen, which is a very small area. And I just, that went on for a while too. And my family didn't really know what to think about it, because I always would say, when I was cooking and stuff, I'd say, okay, I gotta sit down and rest. It's just I was always tired. I didn't say, oh, I'm having heart pain, I'm having chest pain. No, I didn't really have chest pains. It was just I was short of breath, which it was chest pains, but I didn't associate it with chest pain. I just thought I was short of breath because I have COPD. I'm a heavy smoker. Oh, pause. Okay, there's probably a glitch right there because my phone rang, and I answered it, and it was is a Walt there? No, you got the wrong number. Okay. So anyway, it got to where I was taking breaks all the time. I couldn't really do anything. I felt bad because me and Nick got memberships at the Y, and at the time I was feeling okay, and And I thought, okay, well, maybe I just need to, not a lot of cardio. I mean, not cardio, not a lot of exercising because I had to be careful with my shoulder. But I thought, I could ride an exercise bike. So anyway, I think I went once, and I pedaled that bike 10 minutes, and I was out of breath, and I just sat there and I just waited. And when Nick was done, I said, okay, we're done. Let's go. That was the one and only time I went. And I bought the damn thing like 3 months ago. Okay, now, I'm not saying having a heart attack is it's not a bit funny, but I can see humor in almost everything. But the last, I would say a good solid month. Okay, first let me explain. Everybody knows Walmart. Everybody knows that they've got electric carts where you can ride. Okay. Usually the ones that ride them are the gigantic people that can't walk, which, I'm not making fun of those people. Shit, no. So for the past over a month, I would get on. Okay, well, first of all, my nickname. Okay. Yes. My kids and grandkids. Well, my kids started out years ago. They were little. They gave me the nickname, the Gizzard of Oz. Now, why they did that, I don't know. And then they shortened it to the Giz. The Gizzard. Gizzard. And then it was the Giz. Okay, so when we went to Walmart, and I had to get on the, their electric, or whatever you call it, their battery operated, what would you call that?
An electric scooter.
An electric scooter?
A rascal.
A rascal, okay.
A hover round.
Yeah, hover around, or whatever, Okay, everybody's been to Walmart, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, well, I called them, I called them the Giz around because I'm the Giz. And that's the thing that's going to get me around the store. So I gave it the nickname Giz around. Oh, got it. Okay. Well, sometimes if I wasn't going to be in there very long and I just needed a couple things, I'd walk. I'd be sorry because when I get out of the car, I'm like, that suck, But anyway, so I rode the Giz around for. Yeah, this is funny because actually, only people in my family know. No, we call it that. So anyway.
When I was little, I thought that's what they were actually called.
What?
Like, I thought their legit name was the Giz
Yeah.
Around.
My grandkids grew up thinking that those they grew up thinking they were called the Giz around.
Well,
I remember, oh my God, I remember Nick saying, Nana, how come I can't ride a Giz around? I said, because you have to have something wrong with you. You can't just
But you let me ride it anyway.
I let you a few times. Yeah. Oh God. Okay. So anyway, I've been, riding all the Giz around, and that helped a lot because I knew I couldn't walk a long distance, so that helped me. And been a long time since I've been able to carry groceries in my house. John has done that. Nick's done that. I never carry anything heavier than my purse, and that dang thing is kind of heavy. Sometimes I can't even carry that. And I just look back and see how weak I was, and didn't really, I don't know why I didn't ever associate it with my heart, except I didn't think that was hard. I mean, I didn't think it was I knew it was chest pains, but I didn't know it was associated with my heart. I thought it was indigestion or really bad heartburn. Because I'd say, what did I eat, man, to give me this messed up heartburn? Okay, so we got through all that, right? Okay, I was in the hospital for 5 days. Yesterday I was released. Oh my God, you wouldn't believe all the stuff. I'm overwhelmed. I'm still overwhelmed, and I'm still kind of shocked. Yeah, shocked would be a good word. That this even happened to me. I'm like, I can't believe that it happened to me. That, my kids, my grandkids were scared for me. John was scared for me. I was scared for me too. But I do remember, oh man, did I pray a lot. I did a lot of praying. And I know God gets us through everything, all of our troubles, no matter what they are. You just gotta ask. Sometimes you don't even have to ask. He knows your needs. But now I'm not gonna preach to nobody. Nope. Because I have a lot of people in my family that quit smoking already. My husband quit smoking years ago. The only time he smokes is when he's really stressed out over me. And lately he's been really stressed because it seems like something goes wrong and then something else goes wrong. It's like, what's next? So anyway, I'm not lecturing anybody. I'm not saying nothing. I just want to tell everybody that I haven't touched a cigarette since before I went into the hospital. This was my wake-up call, and this is my cold turkey. And to be honest, I don't crave a cigarette. I'm not going through withdrawals. It's almost like God took that away from me so I could deal with not having to deal with cigarettes. That was my worst thing ever. So, I wish I could go back and say I didn't ever smoke or nothing, but you can't go back. Nobody can go back and change. But you learn from your mistakes, and I learned the hard way. It's ironic. Not too long ago, I can't remember who I was having this conversation with, but it was one of my kids. I think it was Ashley, and she said, "Mom, are you gonna wait until you have?" No, I think it was my son. I remember this now. My son John said, "Mom, are you going to wait until you have a heart attack before you quit smoking?" And I've even said it myself. I said, I need to quit. I want to quit before something bad happens, like I have a heart attack. Well, that didn't motivate me to quit, even saying that. Even just saying. Didn't. So, it took a heart attack to make me quit. So, I'm not saying you can't quit unless you have a heart attack, no. But that's how I quit. And you know what? Life is too short, I swear. Life's too short. I could have died. I could still die of a heart attack. I could drop dead today. I don't know. No one's guaranteed today. No one. So, I'm just going to live for the day, and which I usually do. And I want everybody to know that I'm not breathless anymore. I can walk with no breathlessness, because that blood clot was keeping my heart. It's clogged and put a lot of stress on my heart. And the more I moved around, the more my heart would pump, which caused the pain. So anyway, I'm taking all my new meds, so I got like 3 or 4 new meds. One is a blood thinner. I got to take that the rest of my life. And I don't know what they're all called. Someday I'll write them down. I can't even pronounce them. All my meds, I have nicknames for them because I can't pronounce them. I don't know. I think they give these meds them names just to confuse the population. But anyway, I haven't been answering any texts. I just been too tired and recuperating, and I just didn't want to talk. I don't want to talk. And when I'm feeling better, I'll let everybody know that I am feeling better. I am getting better, and I am recovering, but it's going to be a while before I'm fully recovered. And for my arm, my physical therapy starts on the 12th of June, and I have to take cardio therapy too. So since I already have a membership at the Y, they're going to try to fit me in to they have one program for cardio that's in the pool, a warm heated pool where you can do exercises underwater in the water, and it's at the YMCA. And since I already have a membership, so they're going to try to fit me in between my arm physical therapy, and so I can do it, then maybe even the same day at a different time. I don't know. But anyway, I've got a road ahead of me of a lot of physical therapy, and no salt, no more salt for me. Damn, that makes me upset because there's some things got salt that I love, like bacon and ham. I can have lean. I'm not lean. Like I've always used butter. But now I have to buy unsalted butter, stuff like that. So I did. Hold on, I'll show you. I'm gonna roll this. Hold on. I can't hardly get over this hump. Okay. Everybody know, y'all know what this is, but I'm just showing you that this is what I gotta use a lot. Introducing Mrs. Dash. But I've used it before and it's good. I mean, it's got a lot of good flavor, seasonings. So, that'll be my salt, mainly. But I have to call. I gotta call my doctor. They told me to see if I can use no salt. It's a salt substitute, but they told me I had to call my cardiologist and see if that's okay for me to use. So, and I told him that I just bought a big bag of Himalayan salt, which isn't that cheap.
Oh yeah.
I know. And
we only use like a quarter of it.
I know. We've used a quarter of that bag. But it's okay. It's okay. That's petty stuff. So anyway, that's about all I got to say. I wanted to give everybody an update, let everybody know that I'm just recovering. I'm taking my time. My doctor told me to rest as much as I can because right now I still have a bandage in my groin where they went in my artery, and it won't take too long to heal, maybe a few days. Anyway, I just want to say hi to everybody. I appreciate all your prayers and thoughts, and I know y'all been worried about me, and I appreciate your thoughtfulness. And so, don't worry, I'm gonna be back. And like right now, I'm not wearing my immobilizer, but my arm is still real weak, because I can't do a lot. But as soon as I am able to at least type a little message on Facebook, I'll do that. And so sitting here is not stress. I mean, it's not physically. I'm not typing. I'm just talking. That's why I decided to do this video. I was gonna get on here and just type out a thing, and I said no. I'll just make it a video. Say hi. Okay, so I'll let y'all go, and so I can download this and put it on YouTube, and then share it with you on Facebook, so y'all can know how I'm doing. I love y'all, and bye-bye.